This week on the Spotlight, we talked to Bulls coach Fred Hoiberg. He's starting to swear. My dad says that's good for him. We talked to general manager Rick Hahn. He's looking forward to an interesting 2016 campaign with the Sox. Taj Gibson, he's a veteran. He's trying to pull the Bulls together so they can make the playoffs. And some more trivia, championship match trivia. We'll have it from the Sock. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. Welcome to the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. They do it all at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to the Cove for Benkowski Trivia Wednesday, March 23rd at 8 p.m. Great people, great game, 1750 East 55th Street by the lake. So come out, have a couple of brewskis, and play my game. Family Dentist, Lawrence Ferlin, E is the dentist, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, and more. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. Calabria Imports has Italian foods and a great deli. You mention this TV ad, and you get a free Joe tea with a sandwich order. Conveniently located at 1905 West 103rd Street, Calabria Imports has great stuff. Check it out. I do all the time. Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. We're back on the Spotlight, and the Bulls are in their stretch drive trying to earn a playoff berth after falling to 30-30 through 60 games. And it's truly scratch and claw for the final 3 or 4 weeks of the season, trying to get into one of those last couple 3 playoff positions. One of the things that the Bulls have had as much trouble with anything is with injuries. Fred Hoiberg talks a little bit about that and about some of the good things that he's seen despite the troubled lineup and the difficulty in fielding his main 5, if you will. But Hoiberg is the featured person here, and he talks about a lot of different things. And because it was after a win, his mood seems a touch better than it's been for much of 2016, frankly.
Yeah, I thought we came out of the gate with the right mentality. I thought, especially defensively, holding them to 16 in the first quarter. That was a big emphasis going into this one. Was getting off to a good start. I think that's 2 games in a row now where we've jumped out to at least a 9-point lead, and a lot of it was because we were sharing the ball, playing unselfishly, and getting stops on the other end.
Like also, Fred, you guys really scrapped, even with everybody out. A couple of guys lost during the game, scrapped it out at the end. Taj with a couple of rebounds, that save out of bounds.
Yeah.
It looked like key plays. Guys really made some key plays down the stretch.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, they got it going on us there for a stretch, but we turned that around and finally started getting stops. and strung stops together. Mike hit a huge three and a great pass from Derek and a good screen in from Taj over there in the right corner, and just made enough stops to pull away there at the end. But yeah, guys were gritty. Aaron, we lost him during the game with a knee tendonitis. Bobby got poked in the eye, so we lost him as well. So we were pretty thin out there, and those guys had to play extra minutes.
Said you might hear about Jimmy during the game. Did you hear anything?
Not a lot. We'll know more tomorrow on how he's feeling. Dr. Cole did look at him, and said structurally everything looks okay. Now it's a matter of how he's feeling in the morning. If that swelling goes down, we'll put him in a compression thing, for lack of a better word, overnight and tomorrow, all day tomorrow, see how he's doing, and then make a determination on what the treatment is.
Is there any MRI plan for tomorrow with Jimmy? Or
not tomorrow. We're going to see how he reacts to the treatment tonight and tomorrow, and then make a decision on that on Wednesday.
How had the triple-double? Can you talk about his play tonight?
I think he had a double-double at halftime with rebounds and assists. He does such a great job up there facilitating offense. I think he had 7 assists in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. And just run your offense through him. I thought he did a good job playing high-low with Taj. And when they, started with Derek, he made good, simple plays for the most part in that first quarter, especially. And then Powell would get it to Mike or down to Taj, and again, that it starts with simple plays. Too many times we're still, trying to hit home runs when the easy play is there. We just got to make those simple ones and trust the next guy will make the right play.
What's behind Powell's increased assist numbers in the last 5-6 games?
It's a good question. I think a lot of it is just, we're moving well. He's getting the ball. A couple teams are trapping us now. And again, Derek, I thought did a good job early of getting the ball in the pocket to Powell. And then when you have numbers, Powell's going to find the right guy, and guys made shots for him tonight.
How many guys go down, but yet there's Pau Gasol who's been there, time and time again. What has he meant to this team this year?
Well, he obviously means a ton. He does a little bit of everything. He can go out and get you. It's 2 triple doubles this year. I think 2 in the last 4 games, whatever it is. But he's just he does a good job protecting the rim. He had 5 blocks to go with his triple double as well. So just such a complete player. That's the biggest thing that Pau gives you.
Overlooked a lot, Fred. It looked like Mike Dunleavy facilitated an awful lot of things, as he did in the last game when you kind of, after halftime, made a couple of key plays too. What are you seeing in what Mike's doing?
Yeah, he just, you just look at our numbers. I mean, our offensive rating when Mike's on the floor is it's phenomenal, and he just knows how to play. He knows the right spot to be in. He knows when to cut. He knows when to hug that corner, and he takes the right shots. He takes threes and he takes shots at the rim.
Derek has strung a good amount of games like this together over the last 6 weeks or so. Are you getting to the point with him where you just feel like the way he's playing right now is just totally sustainable and you're not worried about it just kind of regressing, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm very confident. The coaches are confident in Derek, and I know his teammates are confident in him. The biggest thing when he had that little setback was how was he going to react when he came back, and I think he's done tremendous. If he had the fall in the last game on his tailbone, he gutted through that one and played 30, almost 39 minutes for us today, and he wanted to be out there on the floor, and he just made a lot of key plays for us down the stretch.
Pretty active for you with some inside-outside play and some blocks and rebounds. And talk about his performance.
You say Mirotic? Yes. Yeah, Nico was good. Again, he's getting a little winded out there, but to go out there, hit a couple threes, get himself to the free throw line. I thought he battled and rebounded well. Was a +10 out there. So yeah, good minutes from Nico.
Are you happy to see that 100-point streak end, or were you paying much attention to that? Giving up 100.
What are you talking about?
16 streak.
I'm sure what you're talking about, Mike. Thanks, guys.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furland, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the family dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Matt Anthony's Sports Bar and Grill, 3350 West 47th Street, serving La Coco's Pizza, sandwiches, and full bar. My trivia game, alternate Fridays. Just had a big meeting with Anthony himself. So you got to get to the Great Sports Bar and Grill, 3350 West 47th Street. My trivia is every other Friday night. I come in about 5:45. You can play a couple of games. It's great. We're back on the spotlight. We're talking to General Manager Rick Hahn of the White Sox. Things look good for 2016, and here he previews some of those things.
The more options we have, the easier it is for Robin to go with the best lineup. So if there is, whether it's the group that we have today or if there is another addition, it will create a situation where the best guys are going to play. And certainly would love to be in, to put Robin in the spot where he has more choices, more quality choices to make. And he continued to, and he's able to use the lineup card as a meritocracy, and the best guys play.
Rick, you always hope to get off to a good start. Every GM, coach, player, etc. hopes that. Is it any more critical this year, not only for standings but for attendance?
Well, I don't look at it from an attendance standpoint. I look at it from a standings and momentum standpoint. I think it's extremely important that, you know, and Robin, I, and Kenny, Jerry, all of us have talked about this in terms of. From the first day of spring training, setting the tone about the importance of accomplishing what we want and what our goals are on and off the field, which will then translate into a better start at the start of the year. So it's something that we've targeted, and it's important, as you point out, for every club to get off to a good start. I don't view it as any more important this year than in years past, but it's a priority, no doubt. Yeah.
There were reports circulating that you had a hard 3-year deal going on with outfielders. What was the reason behind this, and was that actually true?
Let me make something real clear. There is absolutely no hardline dogma limit on contract terms with free agents. The reason we didn't sign any of the players that thus far have signed elsewhere at the end of the day was not about any contract term limitations. We had numerous conversations with various parameters, various structures, right up until the day or day before these players wound up choosing their ultimate destinations. You know, 2 years ago, we won a bidding war against 6 other clubs to give an international free agent a 6-year contract who had obviously never played professionally in the States in Jose Abreu. Last year, we targeted the bullpen as an area to improve, went out and gave a 3-year deal to Zach Duke, gave a 4-year deal to Robertson, because that's where the market took them. So again, there is no hardline limit dogma. Every free agent negotiation is different. Every player evaluation is different, how they fit for us, what they could bring going forward, and what the market for their services is. And that's what dictates what limits we put on where we're willing to go.
What are your feelings on Dexter Fowler as the only free agent?
He's a free agent.
He would be a great fit with his on-base percentage. What are your feelings on him?
I think it's best for me not to comment on anyone who's not in a White Sox uniform at this time.
Rick, you just mentioned Jose Abreu, he can opt for arbitration at the end of the year. Are you looking to make a long-term deal, extend him some way, shape, or form?
Well, we currently have him under control for the next 4 years, so we do have a long-term deal in place.
But I mean, if he opts, he can obviously get a lot.
We're not worried about that today, Georgie. Regardless of what happens with the contract, if he decides he wants to go year to year through arbitration, it won't change the control length that we have on him, which is what's key.
You talk about trying to score more runs. Can a bat like Todd Frazier, one man, really help to turn things around in terms of
Well, we're not looking for one guy to do it. We think he's a pretty important cog, and in fact of the matter is, given the state of where third base is around the game, he was probably the #1 target as we entered the offseason. We like the presence in the middle of the order. We think that's going to help not just having more runs scored because of who he is as a player, but it's going to have a ripple effect on the guys around him. But again, we feel we've upgraded offensively at second. We feel we've upgraded offensively behind the plate as well as with Todd. And frankly, some of the players that we brought in a year ago, we think we're going to get more out of this year than we have in the past. And again, season hasn't started yet. There's still a work in progress. I think all 30, if you talk to any of the 30 GMs, they'd tell you we're still working to get better, and we're certainly no exception.
How about one more for Rick, and I'll go to Robin, unless we're done.
We know how much Chris Sale liked throwing to Tyler Flowers.
Mhm.
How tough was it to convince Chris that things will be okay going forward with Avila and Navarro?
You know, they had a great relationship, Tyler and Chris, and Tyler was real good for a number of our catchers in terms of his receiving. It was a decision that we didn't take lightly from a defensive standpoint and from the standpoint of the comfort level of the pitchers. Both Alex and Diner have caught Cy Young Award winners in their career. Many of the players we spoke to in background research praised their receiving abilities. And at the end of the day, although there certainly was that factor of removing a guy who had worked well with our staff, we looked at the entirety of the transaction and felt that we were going to be stronger.
Thank you, Rick.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Minkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. We're back on the spotlight, and one of the veteran warriors of the, maybe I don't want to use that word because of Golden State, one of the tough titans of the Bulls is Taj Gibson. He goes back a lot of years. He's seen a lot go on here with different coaching staffs and different players, but he is a battler. And when the game's on the line, you can count on him to contest shots, get a key block, take the ball to the rack, and do what veterans do. And that was part of the mantra after this particular game. We talked to him, where he was mixing it up and battling and fighting. And he has some interesting and heartfelt thoughts about trying to get into the playoffs under difficult circumstances. And looking forward to having one of his pals come back and at least maybe cheerlead a little bit.
Like I said before, guys been battle tested. Even though those games where we got beat up a lot and took a lot of tough L's, those games are always learning testament to guys like each one, and then Mike stepping in and hitting big shots. We always seem to hit big shots when we needed it, but like I said before, everybody has to do whatever it takes to try to get the win. Try to get loose balls, be scrappy. Any small little play like that can help you go far, help you win games.
That was also, I think it was you to save on that out of bounds play, that loose ball there. You know, that was a key play at that point.
Man, that was a crazy play. I'm just happy I was able to throw it to somebody in red. Mike got it like he was a wide receiver. I was just, it was one of those plays where you just got to lay your body on the line and just go after it. And those kind of players we're going to need. We understand in a tight race. Like Jimmy said, we're trying to play for something. We got to keep going hard.
With about 4 minutes left in the game, I think again at 3, you and Powell had big blocks that ended their possessions, and you came down and scored. Can you talk about the effect of those big plays that you guys made?
Just playing with will, playing with a lot of will to win. Playing understanding that we can't lose tough games like this. Got to push through. We understand we got guys down, but these are the kind of games you look for. It's going to build your confidence. Got to keep playing hard for the man next to you, and it's real important. It's real important.
In a way, Taj, you like sort of being in this situation that every game matters. Every game you really got to push, and you're sort of playing for the playoffs like almost every
To be
game.
honest with you, it's tough. Nobody really wants to be in this position knowing that you're right at the edge of the cliff. But like I said, like Coach said, you got to get up, take a couple punches to the face, just keep getting up and keep swinging till somebody falls. And tonight we just kept swinging and we survived one round. But we got a lot more rounds that's going to keep coming at us in the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks. But we got to keep fighting that dog fighting mentality. And tonight was one of those games for us.
At times you get your starting lineup back, and then Jimmy, his knee swells up. I mean, how do you put into words this thing that you guys can't seem to get your health?
It's been like that for years. It's nothing new. It kind of makes you mentally strong. You know, I've been through this a lot. I think somebody put a spell on us, but you just got to keep digging, keep encouraging the young guys, keep pushing, keep believing. Even when, like I said before, when you keep getting punched in the face, you don't run. You just keep going towards it, keep fighting your way back. And this city is one of those cities that has that underdog mentality. So we got to just keep fighting and keep believing in ourselves, and keep having that underdog mentality to keep fighting.
Another triple-double for Gasol. Not another one, but I mean, what does it say about him, the way he's played for you guys this season?
Like he told me, when he took me out to eat, everybody had to do a little bit more. And he always asked me what I think, what I see, and I just said that we got to come together, we got to play a lot harder. But he's been leading by example, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been looking for guys, he's been getting assists, he's been rebounding, he's been scoring. And there's people that saying he's 35 years old. He has a lot in the tank. People don't understand. He takes really good care of his body. He's a strong leader, and I'm happy to be battling with him on on a daily basis. A lot of people understand. He's one of the greats, and he's going to bring it every night. And he's leading us even when guys are down. He's still playing through injuries, still playing through sickness, and that's the kind of guy we need.
You say you took him out to eat.
Nah, he took me out there. It was on his tab. He was on his tab.
He's got more
Made
money.
more sense.
He's got their cut. Coach said Joe is going to be coming back this week. What will that mean, Joe being around the team?
It'll be honest with you, it's going to be great to see Joe again. It's one of our brothers. It's going to feel good just to see him around us. You know what I'm saying? He's such an emotional leader. That's one of my guys. I've been in battles with him so many years. Just seeing his face and having him around us is going to build up morale. You know what I'm saying? Just being through so many seasons where we got beat up so many times and guys lay down and guys got hurt. It hurts you. It does something to you, you know what I'm saying? Because you figure like, oh man, I got to pick it up, and then you're like, man, you feel bad for the guy next to you that's always there behind you, encouraging you. So it's gonna feel great just to have him back in there talking to us, because he's one of our vocal leaders and one of the heart of the team.
Thank you. You've got to get to Jack's. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. Don't forget Oliver's, 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. My live trivia game, St. Patrick's Day at 7 p.m. A lot of my topics are about those sort of things, so check it out at Oliver's on 159th Street. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. We join our championship match in progress. The team called Danger is now going to listen to a song I sing. This is a drama. A drama, two-word drama. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Award-winning show.
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason. Correct answer, The Defenders. Also a courtroom drama. So, you got one, right? You got two. The Chicago Sun-Times, January 1st. A lot of people read that paper on that day. Four answers required. On the back page, which is the sports front page, it says triangle offense. And to make that 3 Chicago Bulls employees are in that triangle. Name 2 of the Bulls employees in that current triangle. Five seconds. John Paxson, so sorry. The correct answers were Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, and Fred Hoiberg. We continue. Wayne Rogers played Trapper John the first 3 years of MASH on TV. His age at death within 2. '82, you get it. And then finally, in Oswego on New Year's Eve, a pair of masked assailants robbed a gas station. What were their weapons? 5 seconds. They said knives. The correct answer, screwdrivers. So, you got 1. 4 answers required. Question number 1. This playoff team scored 800 runs, tops in the major leagues. White Sox is correct. You have 500. There were 3 no-hitters thrown in 1983. 1 by Oakland, 1 by St. Louis, 1 by the Yankees. Name 2 of the pitchers.
Dave Rigetti.
Correct.
Mike Warren.
Mike Warren is correct. Bob Forsch was the other, so you're at 1,500. This week's show is brought to you by the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Shop at 108th and Kedzie. Get all your car work done there, like me. The Lansing Floral Shop is the place to go for all your floral needs. Call 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 100. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.